Because coming up next, we're taking you behind the scenes of Dawson's Creek, a show filled with sex, hugs, and rock and roll. Hi, I'm Josh Jackson, and welcome to E's behind-the-scenes shoot of Dawson's Creek. During the next hour, you're going to find out everything you always wanted to know about Dawson's Creek, but were afraid to ask. It's an hour filled with sex, lies, and videotape rentals, so you follow me back to high school, and you just might learn something this time.
Dawson's Creek, a drama about the torture and exhilaration that is high school, has captured the hearts of America's teens.
We love Dawson's Creek!
It's what we discuss at lunch the next day. We spend a lot of time discussing the topics.
After only one season, the show's surprising success has sent its 4 young stars rocketing skyward into the celebrity stratosphere.
This is a phenomenon. I've never been around anything like this, ever. It's unbelievable that we would come out and in the first week of being on the air, we'd be the biggest show on the WB. We're on the cover of Entertainment Weekly. It just, I don't know, it blows my mind.
First off, we have an extraordinarily beautiful cast who happens to be very talented actors.
James Vanderbeek stars as the sensitive, soft-spoken Dawson Leary.
And Mom, I don't have to go to the stands. If you want me to stay home, I will.
Katie Holmes portrays Dawson's cynical gal pal, Joey Potter.
You know this Peter Pan fantasy film land you're living in? It will be your downfall.
Josh Jackson is the irrepressible sidekick, Pacey Witter.
Video Woman is my new English teacher, okay? You, me, the movies tonight, we are stalking a faculty member.
And Michelle Williams plays Jen Lindley, the bad girl next door.
Grow up too fast, stay out too late, hang out with the wrong kind of people, have sex too young.
These 4 fresh-faced kids may look like a J. Crew ad, but they sound like a Woody Allen movie.
No, it's proof. Proof that we can still remain friends despite any mounting sexual theoretics.
We get a lot of criticism for the fact that our teenagers don't speak the way normal teenagers do.
I guess teenage life, you know, it's like every day, like, you know, what things happen kind of like behind the scenes, like, you know, kind of things happen like every day, but you just kind of don't, you know, like, it doesn't like come out, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
So it's like explaining teen whatever.
What is the worst thing that can happen? Somebody will pick up a dictionary and learn a new word. I mean,
it's intelligent.
How
it's not written down to the audience.
Black and white future. How retro.
No, I'm talking about the romantic apotheosis.
A lot of the times we have to look up what some of the words mean, stuff, but we understand what the point is.
You know, kids are smart today. They always have been. It's just, they just don't always get portrayed that way. And so I just sort of seek to complement the teenage experience rather than to insult it.
The show's creator and executive producer, Kevin Williamson, also wrote teen hit films such as I Know What You Did Last Summer, Halloween H2O, and Scream.
It really blew me away with how articulate the kids were, how wonderful the characters' dialogue was. And when he came up with the idea of a teenage ensemble, I thought this is the perfect guy to realize this vision.
I've always sort of felt a little wounded to some degree, which I think comes across in a lot of what I do, that sort of tortured sensibility I have.
In Dawson's Creek, the kids live in fear of something far scarier than mere murder.
His instructions to me from the very beginning were the fact that the show's about sweaty palms and the first kiss.
I'm still a teenager, even though I'm in my 30s, 32, and I'm still a kid. You know, I love that stuff.
It seems that the young at heart Kevin Williamson just might be the Pied Piper of puberty.
Come on, team.
I am her hero. 1, 2, 3. It's the truth. Go.
And he's so talented and so intelligent and always thinking, and yet he's just this normal, wonderful friend.
I love him. I just have so much respect for the guy.
Kevin's great. Kevin is the best collaborator I've ever worked with. He's the most collaborative person I think I've ever worked with.
The 90s was kind of an amorphous era until he put the handprint on it, this kind of self-referential pop culture, wink, wink, nudge, nudge thing that he does in his movies and on our show.
Huh? Spoken just like a character in a Kevin Williamson script. In fact, Kevin Williamson is a character in a Kevin Williamson script.
I'm a little bit of Dawson, I'm a little bit of Joey, I'm a little bit of Jen, I'm a little bit of Pacey, I'm a little bit of everybody. It's my life story. It's just I came up with me growing up in a small little town living on the water with my best friend who lived down the creek from me and who used to sailboat over all the time in her little sunfish.
Dawson's Creek is set in mythical Cape Side, a nautical Norman Rockwell town on the eastern seaboard.
We talk with every director about realizing the vision that Cape Side should be. And in our minds, it's an idealized place where the moonlight always shimmers on the water and the sun shines off the creek.
Cape Side, Massachusetts is actually created on location in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Everyone like I know is like, Dawson's Creek's filming today. We're gonna go to the set of Dawson's Creek.
I like it because it sort of has like a realistic sort of theme in it. It has like stuff that could actually happen at school, so.
In fact, the show is so realistic, sometimes storylines are ripped straight from the headlines, like the controversial romance between Pacey and his teacher.
Are you looking for romance tonight? You can't escape the fact that we're all sexual beings. And it's something that's dealt with in a frank manner on this show.
I think we're trying to push the envelope by maybe, in my opinion, being one of the most honest shows on television and honest about where teenagers are at. I don't think we're doing anything that's out of the norm of what real life is, and I think that if we're pushing the envelope, we're just trying to be more truthful.
During the next hour, you'll find out the truth about Katie and James and Michelle and Josh. And later in the show, you'll find out which one is the sexiest character. You'll also get a preview of Creek Chic.
This is what James will be wearing in next week's episode.
You'll meet the Creek Geek.
Like seeing your face on the cover of a magazine, it makes me feel like the biggest geek in the world.
You'll learn some Creek Speak.
What, did you metaphysically leave your body the exact moment as your lips touched his?
And you'll find out what it's like to kiss the black sheep.
He's a nice kisser. He's very gentle, he's very nice.
You'll also find out how these young stars cope with newfound fame. And each cast member will take us on a tour of their favorite places on the Dawson's Creek set. From the bedroom to the schoolroom, from the wardrobe trailer to the craft service table. We'll take you behind the scenes for an intimate peek at Dawson's Creek.
All right, stay tuned because when we return, I'm going to take you on a tour of Dawson's bedroom. I know you're going to want to stick around for that. Hi, I'm James Vanderbeek. Welcome back to E's behind-the-scenes look at Dawson's Creek. Next up, an exciting, action-packed interview with me.
As the title character in Dawson's Creek, James Vanderbeek shines as the thinking girl's boy next door.
I can analyze somebody else until the cows wander home, but as soon as I turn on that indulgent perception of myself, it's like I completely lose connection between my heart and my head. And I know as an actor what I like about playing this character is that whenever he feels something, he's able to verbalize it eloquently and really get it out. These are all the things that I wish I was quick enough to say in the moment when I was 15.
Vanderbeek's sensitive portrayal of Dawson Leary has put him on Hollywood's list of hot young actors.
James Vanderbeek from Dawson's Creek, he is a presenter.
But it seems he'd rather row the boat than cruise the fast lane.
I'm not comfortable with the role of famous person, of celebrity, of someone, you know, who gives an autograph. I'm just not, it's new to me. I'm not comfortable doing that, really.
But like it or not, he's become a heartthrob, with throngs of female fans lined up, hoping to catch a glimpse of him.
What are you guys waiting for here?
Dawson.
Having to catch a glimpse of him.
I don't envy James his position, because the other day we're doing this scene, and this was the craziest thing I've ever seen. He steps out of the car, he gets there first thing in the morning, and this girl sees him, gasps, faints straight on her back.
What really surprises me, though, are like the 15-year-old girls who, you know, are like in love with Dawson. And I was that big of a dork when I was 15, and nobody was in love with me. I was just kind of an outcast.
James may have felt like an outcast early in life, but in reality, he was always, well, a real babe. And it was this fresh face that first caught creator Kevin Williamson's eye.
Oh, look at this face.
Interestingly enough, I watched a tape of his. He came out of New York, and he came on a casting tape. And the first thing, of course, that I saw was looks. I thought, God, what a looker, what a charming, handsome guy.
Great, so you're telling me to cast me just because of my looks.
And then in his audition, I couldn't hear a word he said. He talked so low, and he was so subtle in everything he was doing. I was like, all right, we're gonna have to fly him here, because I gotta hear him. I can't hear a word he's saying.
excuse to watch the last scene from Field of Dreams.
They couldn't hear a word I said. Are they deaf? Are they hard of hearing?
So we sent him out, and I got in the room with him, and he had just this quiet charm. And after talking with him for 5 minutes, I realized just how incredibly smart he was. He was Dawson, and in the way that I visualized him.
But the line between James and Dawson often gets blurred, which is why signing autographs is strange for me. Being in a position of, some fame is really, it kind of plays upon two emotions, the two very basic childhood emotions. Number one, everybody pays attention to you. And number two, people talk behind your back.
Poor James. Everyone is saying such nasty things behind his back.
He's the type of guy that parents dream of their kids bringing home. They're like, please, God. Because he's respectful, and he's quiet, and he's intelligent, and he's, well-dressed.
James is so endearing and so charming.
He's a nice guy. I mean, a sweet guy, and fun to work with, fun to joke around with.
Katie's kind of like my little sister. I mean, I get very big brotherly with her. And then when we kind of assume the Dawson and Joey roles, that goes away.
During the show's first season, best friends Dawson and Joey may have shared the same bed, but they only danced around romance.
Good night, Joey.
Night, Dawson.
I know a lot of people watching last season going, man, he's either retarded or he's gay. Get a clue.
And when he finally got a clue and got the girl, that much anticipated first kiss probably wasn't as frightening as it looked.
We both realized very quickly that both of us were complete dorks. So neither one of us had to be nervous anymore.
Katie gets the cool hat, and I get the dorky khakis.
Oh, yeah, hey,
you look
what's up?
great. I look like a dork. Hey.
For two dorks, these two seem to spend a lot of time alone together in Dawson's bedroom.
Okay, welcome to Dawson's bedroom. So this is the window that Joey climbs in. It's actually quite lethal. It's really hard to lift up and down. It's very heavy. It's a huge safety concern every time she's to climb through it. Here's Joey's fake head that we used last season. So we've added to it. Nice little chin there to make it look a little bit more like Katie. It's actually made of cement. This is what I kissed in episode 2 of last year. It's quite romantic. Bed, which is always neatly made, which is a big pet peeve of mine, because I don't know any 15-year-old who makes his bed religiously. And here is the TV that we watch in just about every episode of last season, at least. We're actually not watching anything. We're looking at this little blank thing which has lights that flash and make it look like we're watching a television. Here we got the closet with lots of fake clothes that I've never worn. There we go. This is where Joey and I play. Somebody's knocking at my window, actually. Let's go see who it is. Who could it be? There she is. Why are you calling me Dawson?
Well, I thought it'd be kind of weird if I said James.
Well,
I climbed through a window.
That's my name, though. Here's the picture of Steven Spielberg. I don't know what. Make sure this doesn't fall on you.
Bye.
Oh, you're leaving now. Okay, she's gonna leave. This usually goes right here, right by Dawson's bedside. The picture of Steven.
Dawson may live in a bedroom filled with Steven Spielberg memorabilia, but James lives in an apartment. In fact, last year, he actually shared a bachelor pad with his pal Josh.
Last year, they called us the odd couple. And he was Felix, and I'm Oscar.
But life imitates art. And much like Dawson and Pacey, James and Josh sometimes need a break from each other. So they split up and each got their own places.
You can't work and live with somebody for that amount of time and not get a little sick of them, as I'm sure he's probably sick of me, too.
So is there any hint of rivalry going on between James and Josh?
Boys, why you do this fight?
Scrapping for the love of the women.
Oh!
As far as, who's the biggest heartthrob? Absolutely not. No. When somebody comes up to you and they're like, oh my God, you're so hot, you rock. It's just not real, because they don't know you, they don't love you, they just see this character you play on TV. I'd like to have all the really good things that come with the attention without any of the attention.
It's nuts. It's crazy. A year ago, I was watching these things at home, so I can't believe I'm here.
Stay tuned, because when we come back, I'll take you inside the wardrobe trailer.
What am I wearing today?
What? What's wrong with what you got on?
I'm kidding.
Katie is like one of the sweetest people in the world. She's just, I mean, you meet her and you're like, is she for real?
Believe it or not, she is. As American as apple pie, this young beauty is the current it girl of Hollywood.
I mean, Rolling Stone, that's unbelievable. She's on the cover of Rolling Stone. I mean, it's unfathomable to me.
Katie Holmes may be Hollywood's sweetheart, but her heart belongs to Toledo. But you won't catch Katie hanging around the fast-talking LA crowd. Instead, she remains loyal to her hometown friends.
This is my best friend Megan from Ohio. She came down for 6 weeks to help me move in.
She's such a nice Midwestern girl from a nice, sweet family.
So sweet and loyal that Katie almost passed on the role of Joey Potter in Dawson's Creek because it would mean missing her high school production of Damn Yankees.
We were dying to get her out there. I tried to fly her out at the end of the week, but she was doing a school play, and she couldn't come out until the next week. And both Kevin and I were incredibly charmed by that, too, because she was willing to blow off the audition so that she wouldn't let her classmates down.
She may have aced drama class, but Katie needed some tutoring in the romance department.
Yeah, I always went after these boys that were just way out of my league. Got hurt, and Megan was always there to cheer me up.
I think Katie's a little more of a social butterfly than she'd have you believe.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Look at her. You're telling me no boys paid attention to Katie in high school?
But now that she's a celebrity, her phone must be ringing off the hook with calls from all those boys who dissed her in high school.
No, not a one. But, you know, it's okay.
Cheer up, Katie. Those boys may not be calling, but Hollywood's got your number.
Yeah.
Katie did 3 films during her hiatus. I mean, you know, LA is at her feet.
I am standing here with Katie Holmes, who is presenting. She plays Joey in the hit WB series, Dawson's Creek. What a hit it's become.
Thank you, yeah. It's so nice.
But Katie's no-nonsense character wouldn't be caught dead in an evening gown.
We'd rather watch a movie about a high school dance than actually set foot inside an over-decorated gym.
Now, Joey would rather hang out in a sweatshirt, spewing cynical retorts like a teenage Dorothy Parker.
We got a maybe kind of sort of date this evening.
What's the lucky farm animal tonight?
What makes a woman horny?
Your polar opposite?
Joey may trade barbs with the best of them, but does Katie really get the joke?
Like all my lines that I say, I say it, I think I know how to say it, and then somebody like James or somebody else will come up and you don't know what that means, do you? How often do you walk your dog, huh?
What?
You know what I mean. What time of day? How many times a week? Not a clue. Even my dad knows I don't get it, which is embarrassing. But
So what is Katie Holmes really like?
Katie is just, from the moment go, she was just a find. She's just amazingly talented and brilliant, and I love Katie Holmes with all my heart.
Katie is a very mean, vindictive, evil mastermind.
don't be a poopy.
She's very much a tomboy, and she's very shy.
Katie's a goofball. She's like funny and outgoing. She's just so sweet. She's just so sweet.
And she's very, very ugly without makeup, too.
Katie's, she's hate to look at her, you know. Jesus. You too, tell you, I don't know how I can do it. It's like Medusa, Christ.
Yeah, right. But she's obviously a young lady of many layers. And where else would you find a multi-layered girl like this but inside the wardrobe trailer?
I'm gonna go for a whole outfit that kind of incorporates everyone's character. You know, a Dawson.
Like a little ensemble.
An ensemble.
Of an ensemble.
Of the show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the show symbol.
Okay.
Symbol.
The ingredients are?
James's pant. Since I can't fit into anybody's shoes, I have big feet.
You can fit in James's shoes.
Shut up! I think I might have taken a fashion risk, but this is it. This is my Dawson's Creek gear, I guess. This symbolizes Jen. This is what she would wear. A lovely black, kind of rough, kind of, you know, edgy, like her character. This would be Josh, free spirit, we like to call him. This is Leanne, Mary Margaret, Mrs. Larry, who is a tiny lady. And this would be me underneath all this, and I have the lovely, where is it? I like to keep that on. Oh, this this was in the pants. I don't know. James can explain that later. These are Dawson's. And these lovely little shoes are Abby's. And, oh, the hat. The new Joey. Tough on the street. So, that's it. Bye.
Stick around, because later in the show, you'll find out who the sexiest character on Dawson's Creek is. And speaking of Pacey, when we return, I'll take you on a tour of our sets. A sexy E-type tour of our sets. It'll be sexy, baby, yeah!
He could have been president of the United States. Luckily for us, he's Canadian, and he became an actor instead. Hailing from Vancouver, Canada, this Hollywood hottie still pines for his distant homeland.
Okay, just for when I'm feeling really homesick, this is where I work, and this is where I live. I don't think I could possibly get any farther away from home if I tried.
But a little bout of homesickness is a small price to pay for stardom. It seems that Josh Jackson was born to play Pacey Witter.
It's enjoyable for me to be able to go out and be the wacky guy and be the comic relief.
So then we brought him in for Pacey, and he walked into the room, and he was it. He was Pacey. He lives and breathes Pacey.
Pacey is certainly a part of me, and it's a lot of me as I was at 15 and 16.
Playing Pacey comes with a lot of perks, mainly perky females. And don't let his goofy persona fool you. This guy has all the right moves.
My favorite character is probably Pacey, I think, because he's really cute.
He's just so, like, really what a teenager is, you know? It's just Pacey.
Pacey, number one, all right! Yeah, he's cool, you know? He's a guy who'd every girl, like, I want him to be my boyfriend, you know? Just Pacey.
I'm the guy that your parents hope to God you never meet.
But despite all the fawning female fans, Josh remains modest.
I don't think you'll ever have to worry about me playing the stud. I don't think that's ever going to be a concern.
He's a hottie.
So what makes this hot young actor so, well, hot?
Josh Jackson is so cute.
It takes a lot to make me look good.
Josh is, he's a funny guy. He's the bad guy, you know, the bad boy.
What'd the girl do?
Dude, she was flirting with me.
She was laughing at
No,
you.
she wanted me.
I just think he has a sort of Tom Hanks, George Clooney-esque quality that he just gets more and more charming by the day.
I'm pretty far away from being voted sexiest man alive.
It's all about Pacey.
And Pacey is all about having fun. Apparently, so is Josh.
I get to be fun. You know, I get to go out, and there's no limits placed on my character. He legitimately would do anything.
I think Josh is Pacey. He's a cut-up. Josh is a cut-up constantly all the time.
Oh yeah, Josh moons people.
Sweater is
Josh just dropped trow.
Yes.
He's actually got like a really small butt. It's just in case you wanted to know.
And if acting doesn't work out for this budding young star, he can always try his luck behind the lens.
Can I get 4 principal cast members lined up in here, please? And I want it handheld so we can come in a little bit.
But Josh Jackson is much more than just the class clown. In fact, he's actually the brainy type, as evidenced by his description of creator Kevin Williamson.
He's a brilliant writer. He's either, depending on how complimentary you want to be, captured or created this cultural zeitgeist for the 90s.
This kid obviously knows his way around a thesaurus.
Everybody thinks he's kind of like a clown, but he's so intelligent, and sometimes I'm like blown away. I'm like, what?
And where else would you expect to find such an apt pupil but roaming the halls of his beloved high school?
Last year I had a locker right here, and last year these were blue, and I also had a locker right here, and then this year I have a locker all the way down here. We also had this one over here, just in case, you know, because the guy likes to move around a little bit, so. And then you come over here into English, or then it's math, or then it could also be science and biology, and then we got home ec. And as we all know, my favorite subject, English. Oh, God, that was tiring. This is the desk where Pacey lost his virginity. And where every guy always wanted to go in high school. The all-important girls' room into the science lab. Isn't that how most girls' rooms are in high schools? This is our brand new cafeteria. This used to be a stage, or a set on a separate stage. But now we've kind of amalgamated into one whole thing. Makes shooting go faster. Quite nice, isn't it? Don't you remember these days? God, I hated the cafeteria in my school. I spent about 10 minutes in my cafeteria my entire high school career.
There may be flocks of females lining up for Josh's autograph, but at the end of the day, it's memories of the cold, white north that really warm his heart.
Vancouver, Wilmington. It's the whole map! I can't even get phone service back home. They don't have that much cable. I live in the big pink thing above America. It's a sad, hard road. And that's your lesson for the day.
It is right now 3:15 in the morning in Wilmington, North Carolina. Everybody's a little tired, but to keep up crew morale at this ungodly hour, we all like to get naked. So stay tuned. Welcome back to E's 1 hour behind-the-scenes special with Dawson's Creek. I'm Michelle Williams, and coming up, you're going to learn more about me than even my mother knows.
It seems Michelle Williams has been mugging for the camera since before she could walk. With her early love of Halloween costumes and fishy props, Michelle seemed destined for her future roles in Halloween H2O and on Dawson's Creek.
Drama comes easier for me. For some reason, it's sort of an easier place to go.
Michelle plays Jen Lindley, the baby blonde bombshell of Cape Side, a troubled teen with a racy past.
Both Grams and Dawson officially think I'm a slut. You know, between you and me, I don't even know what the big deal is.
Michelle's character Jen gets mixed reactions from the show's young female fans. Some see her as a kindred spirit.
Girls will come up to me like in tears saying like, I totally understand what you're going through, and everybody thinks I'm a slut too at my school, but I'm not.
But her sex kitten character makes other girls get a bit catty.
I don't like Jen. Jen is really into herself. She's really kind of almost conceited. Jen, oh God. Don't like Jen. Jen would be a hoe.
It's strange. I mean, there really is sort of a familiarity, I think, when you're on TV, in that girls will come up to me and sort of unable to separate between me and Jen, and come up and hate me and think I'm a bitch slut and call me all sorts of names.
Although she's the youngest cast member, Williams is smart, sassy, and wise way beyond her 18 years.
Do a lot of antique hunting, a lot of cooking for myself on the weekends because I'm such a nerd. You read a lot of books.
Michelle says she's 18 years old, but I don't believe her for a second. I think she's like 50. I think she just had the most amazing facelift ever.
She's a very intelligent and worldly girl for being, she just turned 18, and I'm very impressed by her, and she's a wonderful talent.
In Kevin Williams' word, she's on fire. She's amazing this year. She knows her stuff. She's a much stronger woman, and she's just going out there kicking ass and taking numbers. She's doing really well.
Well, I think that one of us is bound to go to the White House. You know, I mean, how else do you top the whole Pacey-teacher relationship than, Jen the intern?
Michelle's funny. She's got a funny sense of humor. She's very, quick. She'll, throw out these remarks, and it's just like, oh, my God, where'd you come up with that? So she's fun.
For a girl that's never at a loss for words, ironically, Williams got the part on Dawson's Creek by uttering just two.
And she just said, hello, Daddy. That's all, hello, Granddaddy. That's all she said was, hello, Granddaddy. And from that moment on, she had the part.
Morning, Granddaddy. I did a terrible job, I thought, at the final audition, and was a wreck afterwards, and I wrecked my car and ran into a gas pump, and it was like the worst day And I just thought it was cursed and I'd never hear from him again. And then I got the call.
She took our breath away. She walked into the room and literally she took us to a place that a lot of actresses can't. She took us to a core. She cut straight to the heart and the pain of Jennifer. And so there was no one else to see she had the part.
But despite her beauty and talent, Michelle remains refreshingly modest.
Being in Wilmington, it doesn't give you much of a chance for it to go to your head because you're so far removed from hype and all the attention sort of surrounding the show. I think that's why you feel geeky, you know? Like seeing your face on the cover of a magazine makes me feel like the biggest geek in the world. Because it's weird, it's weird. It's just not healthy to see your picture in places when you're not really used to it, and I'm still trying to get used to it.
And Michelle is still trying to get used to working long hours, but a late-night snack always helps perk her up.
This is the craft service table, and this is where everybody congregates since it's, 3, 4 in the morning, something like that. This is the fruit basket. Nobody ever eats out of this. You got to go for candy or cookies at this hour, but really most of the excitement is happening in the craft service truck, where there's shelves and shelves of food. Oh, here's my cookie bin. Here's my cookies. So we got some Famous Amos. Those are always good. Fudge sticks. This is where you want to be. Oh, I don't know if you've tasted these gummy sweet tarts. Are excellent. I'm gonna take a pack of these for the road. What else you got, Reva?
Ah, the beauty of youth. Only an 18-year-old could eat like this at 3 in the morning and still remain a size 0.
Are you kidding me? I'm just gonna, go now. We'll see you later.
Hey, don't touch that dial, because when we come back, you're going to get to meet all the new kids like me who've moved into Dawson's Creek. Hey, welcome back to E's behind-the-scenes look at Dawson's Creek. I'm Meredith Monroe, and I'm playing Andy McPhee, and I'm one of the new kids who's shaking things up around here. Hi!
Meredith Monroe, Care Smith, and Monica Keena. These sexy new stars were sent to Cape Side to heat up the waters of Dawson's Creek.
We only have 4 characters. I mean, you can only do so much, so you bring 2 or 3 more characters in, and it's just a whole new show.
Meredith Monroe plays the spirited Andy McPhee.
Yes. Don't you guys love to dance? I am so excited about the homecoming dance next weekend.
The homecoming dance? My God, we're hanging out with Marsha Brady.
My first interaction is with Pacey, and we're like from the get-go, like oil and vinegar, just banter back and forth, back and forth. Then again, I guess we don't owe each other any explanations. I mean, we're just sparring partners, right? We don't mean anything more to each other than that. I'm kind of like the little sidekick that's always around and like causing problems in his life.
But it doesn't take long for Andy's winsome looks to catch Pacey's wandering eye.
This wonderful woman, Meredith Monroe, who's playing Andy, becomes kind of Pacey's reason for being. Of course not. How could you? I'm a witless boar.
Boofish Claude.
Major Cad, kiss me.
Thought you'd never ask. He's a nice kisser. He's very gentle. He's very nice.
But Josh and James aren't the only catches in Dawson's Creek. Enter Care Smith, who plays Andy's brother, Jack. He's a heartthrob waiting to happen.
Oh, yes. I'm going to be a love interest. I'm not going to say who, but it's pretty obvious.
You really like her, don't you? Joey.
What makes you say that?
Well, I just don't think that any guy would take a punch like that for a girl he doesn't like.
I just can't say it because I'll get in trouble. But yeah, I'm gonna break some people up, make some people mad.
I know all about the kiss.
No, you don't.
No, you kiss somebody else. What else is there to know?
I'm hoping that people don't get mad at my character, but he's a really likable guy, so hopefully that won't happen.
But fans might get mad at Monica Keena, who plays the acerbic Abby Morgan. She's the girl you love to hate.
That sounds like Abby Morgan.
Well, who's Abby Morgan?
You've never met Abby Morgan?
The girl is from hell, literally.
Monica appeared in 2 episodes during the first season. The producers liked her so much, they've brought her back full-time to stir up even more trouble.
Abby is not impressed with the other characters. She tries to bring out all the skeletons in their closet. Y'all can never be friends as long as you keep fighting over the same guy. Joey, it's obvious you're in love with Dawson.
Abby just might be the character to bring out Jen's inner bad girl.
That girl's had some work done. You know, Brett sure doesn't seem to mind. Please. Brett Tompkins is a dim bulb with good hair and tight pants. A classic himbo. In other words, perfect. We just become friends. I encourage her to try to steal Dawson back from Joey. And I don't know, I guess I become sort of a support system for her that none of the other characters have provided.
Now, blot them together like this. And you hold on to this. On every half hour to an hour, you excuse yourself to get touch up. Got it?
Joey's sisterly support comes from actress Nina Rapetta.
I play Joey's older sister, Bessie. You were late. Look, I'm in charge until you're 18 or Dad gets parole, whatever comes first. And we have to help each other out, Joey. That's just the way it has to be.
I'm sorry, ruined my good mood.
Joey's always, you know, catching my slack and taking care of my baby and helping me with work. And they're more of adults than even the adults, it seems.
Don't bother, I'll show myself out.
The kids are really the moral judges here. We're kind of like lost, you know, in our 40s. Oh my God, I just said we were in our 40s, in our late 30s. We're kind of lost without a handbook. And, you know, the kids have their lives coming together and they're trying to teach us stuff.
Mary Margaret Hume and John Wesley Shipp played the Learys, Dawson's hot-to-trot parents.
Shift. Your mom's on. Watching her work is the best foreplay.
I'm out of here.
Have fun.
True to her hormonally charged character, Mary Margaret had high hopes for her on-screen relationship with James.
When I first met James, nobody had been introduced to anybody, and in the first script, I was supposed to be having an affair with a younger man, and I saw this guy walking down the hallway, and I thought, oh my God, if this is the kid that I'm having the affair with, my life is good. And he introduced himself, and he said, are you on Dawson's Creek? And I said, yeah, are you? And he says, yeah. And I said, and your name is? He says, well, I'm James. And I'm like, James Vanderbeek? He said, yeah. I'm like, oh, please don't tell me you are my son. He said, hi, Mommy.
They talk about who's the wildest one on the show.
I'm not.
This character right over here.
For John and Mary Margaret, playing the parents of TV's most existential teens can be torture.
We hate it.
We hate it.
We hate it. We hate each other, too. Yeah, we want to go home.
No.
No?
It's a fun show. It is a fun show.
It is. It's so much fun because we all get along. There's not like one person on the crew or in the cast that, you know, doesn't love each other. And, you know, we do a lot.
I don't know if I go that far.
Oh, shut up. I hate you.
All right.
If you have to be parents, this would be the show to be parents on, I would think.
Don't go away, because when we return, we'll find out who the sexiest character on Dawson's Creek is. And I'll give you a little hint. It rhymes with racy. You'll find out who the sexiest character on Dawson's Creek is. Who is it, baby?
Oh, it's Mr. Josh Jackson.
I love you guys.
It seems that lust flows freely through the waters of Dawson's Creek.
Yeah, definitely. Sex is alive and well when you're 15, and so this show is about the teen experience. I don't think you could have it without talking about sex.
These cerebral teens may talk sexy, but they carry a big dictionary.
We start high school Monday?
Yeah?
And I have breasts. What? And you have genitalia.
I've always had genitalia.
But there's more of it.
How do you know?
Long fingers. I gotta go.
Overall, I don't think it's a show about sex. I think it's just a show about growing up and the interrelations between, you know, young people at that critical stage of life.
I just think our emerging hormones are destined to alter our relationship, and I'm trying to limit the fallout.
Yeah, we talk about sex a lot, and we joke about it, and the whole storyline last year with Pacey and Tomorrow was pretty controversial.
Let me tell you something. You blew it, lady. Because I'm the best sex you'll never have. I know we get in a lot of trouble for dealing with sexual discussions, sexual matters, anything to deal with sex.
You see my parents lately, it's disgusting. They're like, half the time they're making out or dry humping in the living room. You know, it's sad. I'm actually jealous of my parents' sex life. So, sex is above me on the call sheet on this show.
Just look at it this way, Dawson. Repressing desire can only make it more powerful.
It's one big orgy here on the set of Dawson's Creek.
But for the most part, although these teenagers are thinking about sex and talking about sex, they're not actually doing it.
Well, of course not doing. Can't get married till you're 18, right? Right? It really is tame. I mean, who has had sex on the show?
God, Mom, whoops.
Your mother and I were...
Just discussing whether or not...
Well, we needed a new coffee table.
Sex plays a very big part, but it never happens. It happened like once last year. This year, however, everybody is gonna have sex. I'm pretty sure. I hope.
With all the heat this show generates, we decided to find out which character is considered, well, the hottest.
I think the sexiest character is also Pacey. I know he has a really good body.
I think the sexiest character is Dawson.
And why is that?
He has good hair.
If you could date either Dawson or Pacey, who would you date?
Pacey. Probably Pacey, because he seems taller.
I think the sexiest character is Dawson.
Pacey is hot.
I think Dawson is the hottest man on TV.
Pacey is fine. I would probably want to date Dawson because he seems more committed and stuff. And Pacey just seems like he would go with any girl.
They're both sexy in their own way. I mean, I would do either one of those boys if I were their age.
You'd date Pacey, you'd get your heart broken, and 5 years down the road, you'd come to your sentences and you'd marry Dawson.
I got them all fooled.
And so it seems, in the mythical world of Dawson's Creek, the meek shall inherit the earth, or at least snag the babes.
All right, thanks for sharing the past hour with us. I'm James Vanderbeek for E! Entertainment Television. And remember, if it's happening in entertainment, it's happening on E!
They never go away, do they? You guys never leave. How long have you been here? Like 2 weeks? What more could you possibly want? You're really not all that interesting.
This is nerve-wracking. There's nothing fun about this. I'm losing my mind over here.
Hey, Katie.
Hi.
She's hiding. What's the matter? Say hi to E! Oh, she's coughing. Say hi to E!
Hi, E. Bye, E.
Hi, I'm... I got caught up at the my name part. That's not a good sign.